Just a little random live tonight. Tonight we're just going to be talking about what's been going on in the NBA. We've been having pretty crazy stuff go on since free agency started. Started Thursday night, I believe. So we're really just going to be doing a rundown of everything that's been going on since that started Thursday night. It's been a lot of stuff. We're just going to be going by teams pretty much. I'm not going to go in order of what happened. But like I said, we're doing a full rundown, so we're just going to go through team categories. Who do we got? We got Carrie Turnbow. Hey, what's up? Got a real one out here. Like I said, we're just going to go in order of teams in alphabetical order. So, first off, Atlanta Hawks. They've already got a good team. Aaron Holiday agrees to a one-year deal. And I believe they just acquired DeJounte Murray from the Spurs. That's going to be fire. Realty. What? I don't know if I read that right. I'm a little intoxicated right now. Can't read the best. But we're going to keep going. Boston Celtics got Luke Cornett. I don't know who that is. He returns on a 2-year deal, so he's been there. Nothing too new there. You got Nick Claxton returns on a 2-year deal, and Patty Mills returns on a 2-year deal for Brooklyn Nets. We all know about Kevin Durant. He's looking to go somewhere else. Kyrie Irving says he's going to resign. I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, okay. I see. All right. Yeah, I don't think Kyrie's going to stay. I believe he's gonna get out as well as soon as as soon as KD signs to another team. I'm pretty sure Kyrie's going to be out because it's just him and Ben Simmons, and they're really not going to be pulling much. They didn't do much with KD. They're not going to do much without him. That's just facts. We got the Charlotte Hornets. Nothing big there. Cody Martin returns on a 4-year deal. I don't know who that is, but I did see that LiAngelo Ball has been playing, I believe, in the summer league. So if they sign him to a contract, that'll be LiAngelo and LaMelo Ball in the same team under Jordan. I don't like Jordan. He's shit, but the man knows how to play basketball, so I got to give it to him for that. He knows how to play basketball. He probably knows he's coaching people, but they're not doing that great. If you have two brothers on the same team, I think they're really going. The chemistry will be a whole lot better. Chicago Bulls, we got Zach LaVine coming on the 5-year max contract deal. That's great. They need him to stay. Goran Dragic is agreeing to a 1-year deal, and then just earlier today we had Andre Drummond. He's going over there for a 2-year deal. Surprising, because everybody was saying Andre Drummond was washed up this past year because he wasn't putting up the numbers he was the year before, or was it the 2 years before? They said he was pretty much trash and he was washed. He wasn't going to be doing anything. I still think he's going to be putting up numbers. Got Derek Jones Jr. He's returning on a 2-year deal. I'm not going to lie, I didn't pay too much attention to this last year. I was just a little busy, but I do know what's going on. So, there's a few people I don't know the names to, but I will pretty soon. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers. They are going to be nasty next year with their new team. Darius Garland, he's agreeing to a 5-year rookie max extension from what I read 2 days ago. All this says right here, what I'm looking at right now, is just he agrees to a 5-year extension. But it's a 5-year rookie max extension. I believe this will be his 3rd year in the NBA, 2nd or 3rd. So he's still able to go for that rookie max, and it's a 5-year. Bro, it's so much money. It's like, so Jokic just signed for like a 280-something mil 5-year max contract. And this Darius Garland one, if I'm not wrong, it's like 196 million on the rookie 5-year max. That is insane numbers. Because if y'all remember, just like 5 years ago, Steph Curry was getting the biggest max deal, I believe, and it was like 205 million. And to think Darius Garland is just 9 million away from that in 2022, just a few years later, on a rookie max deal, that's That's crazy. Moving on to Ricky Rubio, he's returning on a 3-year deal. He's going to stay with them. That'll be dope for him. Raul Neto agrees to a 1-year deal, and Robin Lopez agrees to a 1-year deal. Robin Lopez, I believe he was just with the Bucks. He might have not been with them this last year, but he was with them 2 years ago. I haven't really been keeping up with him ever since. He's not been doing the greatest. Let's move on to the. I'm gonna go into this. Cleveland Cavaliers are making the playoffs, and they're gonna make a good run. They might make it to the second round, and that's where I believe they'll get washed out. But that's still a good run for them, kind of going through a rebuild right now. Got the Dallas Mavericks with JaVale McGee signing a 3-year deal. That is awesome. If you take JaVale McGee, you put him in the center, and you keep everybody else where they're at. That's all you need to do. That way, Luka is going to show out this next year. We all already know that. Luka's a beast, and he's transforming into a superstar before we know it. He's going to be somebody that runs the NBA for the next 10 years probably. I feel like he's going to be like that next one. Like we had Michael Jordan. We had Kobe. We had LeBron. Now we got Luka. That's my real prediction on that, 100%. So I believe Dallas is going to go far. They're getting a championship in the next 5 years, no problem. As well as the JaVale McGee, they're getting Theo Pinson. He's returning on a 1-year deal. Don't know who that is. Denver Nuggets. Here we go. This is something interesting. So, Nikola Jokic, good old Joker, we all know, MVP. He agrees to the 5-year max extension. I believe it's 270 or 280 something. I cannot remember, but it's the biggest contract in NBA history. Shout out to him. He deserves it. He back-to-back MVP, I believe. Pretty sure he's back-to-back MVP. He deserves everything that's coming towards him. They need to get that championship in the next few years as well, and they might. They got DeAndre Jordan. Why did I say DeAndre? What the fuck? DeAndre Jordan, he's agreeing to a deal with them. So he's going to the Denver Nuggets this year. I believe he was with the Nets. We all know how that turned out. It's just terrible. The Nets were a disaster waiting to happen. It's every time since 2011 they've tried to come up with these super teams and they try to rebuild and they fell every time. For the past 10 years, it's not been good if you're a Nets fan. I'm sorry. Davin Reed, he's going to return on a 2-year deal to the Nuggets, as well as Bruce Brown. He's agreeing to a 2-year deal, so he's just now coming over, whoever Bruce Brown is. Like I said, I don't know all these players. It's hard to keep up with all the players in the league nowadays, but for the most part, I know most of them. We get into the Detroit Pistons, where I know very well about both of these. We've got Kevin Knox agreeing to a 2-year deal to the Pistons. Pretty sure he's coming from the Knicks, and the Knicks are a disaster still. They ruined their whole draft. They had a great draft pick. They picked him. They traded him to OKC Thunder. We'll accept that. We'll take that. Y'all over there booing him. We'll accept him with open arms because we're ready to rebuild. We're ready to get championships in the next 3 years. OKC, we coming up. Thunder up, y'all. But Kevin Knox, he's leaving the Knicks, I believe, and he's going to the Pistons. We also got Marvin. It's management. It is a good part of management, especially with these. Some of these teams, they've got really big. They're the larger market, so they're able to get better deals. I don't think Detroit is really a bigger market. I know Golden State, Lakers. OKC is a very small market. One of the smallest. Detroit, I think they're more of a mid. But the Knicks, they're a very big market as well. They're just not doing good on their picks. They're picking, they're trading, they need to just chill out. They need to get a few good picks in and try to build on that. And I think they would be able to make it back in the playoffs. But this season, they're already washed up. They're done with. The Knicks, you can go ahead and knock them out. They're not coming into the playoffs. Um, hold up. Marvin Bagley Jr. Marvin Bagley III is returning on a 3-year deal to the Pistons, and I believe just 2 years ago he was with the. Last I remember, he was with the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are nasty. They're really coming up. They're going to be doing nasty things lately. Next is Golden State Warriors, our NBA champions of 2022. I am not a Golden State fan. Never have been, but I will give them their respect when it's dealt. They've been doing their thing lately, especially this year with you got the Splash Brothers, you got trash ass DeAndre Jordan. All he's good for is talking trash and getting everybody else into the trash talking. That's all he's good for. He ain't putting up numbers. And I want to say it was Jordan Poole, their rookie. Their rookie was a savage. He killed it. He might have, if it wasn't for him, if I'm saying, if it's Jordan Poole, it might be somebody else that was their rookie, but whoever that rookie was that was putting up them numbers, without them, I don't see them getting the championship because, yeah, Clay was doing his thing, Steph was doing his thing, and DeAndre was kind of doing his thing. Other players was doing their little thing, as well as Andre Iguodala, but that rookie was putting up numbers and really carrying them through that shit. That's just my personal opinion. But next year's a different season, and we're going to keep on getting into this list. Kevin Looney, great player. I don't care what anybody says. I like Kevin Looney. Even though he's on the Warriors, I like him. He's got all the heart that you need to play. He got what, 2, 3 rings maybe? He's got some rings. He knows what he's doing. Staying with the Warriors, he's gonna try to get another one, but he's not gonna get it because the Warriors ain't gonna get the ring next year. I already know that. It's gonna be a different team. Not sure which. I would love to see Westbrook get a ring. If I can just state my honest opinion, I'd love to see Westbrook, or I'd love to see Chris Paul, or Carmelo Anthony. I want to see some people that are on their way out get that one ring they haven't gotten. Or I want to see people that I believe this is like their one shot and they're never going to get another shot again. So those three, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, and Chris Paul, I'd like to see one of them get a ring this next year. That's really what I want to see. Houston Rockets, we got Jason Tate returning on a 3-year deal. Houston Rockets ain't doing much. But I'm going to be honest, they're in a rebuilding stage as well. They got rid of, what's his name, Bradley Beal. Was it Bradley Beal or is it John Wall? I can't remember which one went from the Wizards to the Rockets. He's been there for a season and a half, 2 seasons. They ain't done anything. Trash. He left. I don't remember where he went, but we'll see that in a minute. Jumping ahead of that shit. Indiana Pacers. Jalen Smith returns on a 2-year deal. That name sounds familiar. Not 100% sure. I don't keep up with the Pacers usually. It's just not my team. The LA Clippers, they've got a few things. Okay, just like I was saying, it's John Wall that left the Rockets. This is where I get the excuse me. This is where I got the confirmation. We got Nicholas Batum. He's returning on a 2-year deal to the Clippers. Amir Coffey returns on a 3-year deal. They've still got Paul George. They've still got Kawhi Leonard. Don't forget that. So they also bring in John Wall on a 2-year deal. That's probably not a lot of money he's getting paid because I know Kawhi and Paul George's deals are set in stone from whenever they signed like 2 years ago. So his 2-year deal is probably like it's John Wall. He hasn't been putting up much. He's probably looking at a 30 mil. He's probably not even looking at that. He's looking at probably maybe 25 to 30 mil contract, which is still, you can't complain. You're getting millions of dollars to play basketball. Ivica Zubac, I don't know if I'm saying his name right. I've never known how to say his name right. But he is agreeing to an extension. So he's going to be staying with the Clippers as well. He's not that great. He's a bench player that does kind of mid. He puts up maybe I think it's like 6 points. He does get rebounds though. He gets rebounds he gets them rebounds trying to stay PG. And he don't get many assists or steals. He maybe gets a block per game or something like that, but He's alright. I'd keep him for sure. If I'm going for a championship, I would keep him because multiple reasons, along with that, what he puts up, teammate chemistry. He knows how to play with these guys. He's been playing with the Clippers for 5 years now. I think he's been with them for a minute. He's got chemistry with them. Like, keep him there for sure. Next up is the Los Angeles Lakers, the biggest. Uh, I don't know. Some people want to call it a disappointment. Some people want to call it a travesty. Some people want to call it. Dude, there's so much stuff you can call the Lakers right now. I call them hopeful. I want to see them make a real championship run this year. I hope LeBron, AD, Westbrook all stay on the team and they all still stay relatively healthy so they can do this for real instead of last year, which was ridiculous. But they've got a few things going on. They've got Juan Toscano Anderson. He's agreeing to a deal. Like I said, where I'm reading this from, I'm reading it off of NBA.com, so they're not giving me. I'd have to click on each one to get the full story breakdown, and I don't have time for all that. Nobody else does either. This would be a 10-hour video if I did that. Troy Brown Jr., he's agreeing to a deal, as well as Damian Jones, he's agreeing to a deal. So all three of them are just agreeing to deals. Lonnie Walker agrees to a one-year deal. I'm pretty sure he used to play with the Spurs. He's the dude with that crazy hairdo that it came up and out. And bro, I was always like, how is he playing? Like if if his head goes up, you would feel like his hair might go down, but it would just stay in place. He's just playing basketball fine. He did his thing. He might be coming to the Lakers, and I'm a Laker fan. That'd be cool. Memphis Grizzlies, savage team right now. They coming up. Tyus Jones returns on a 2-year deal. Alright. The big one right here is Ja Morant. Savage. He's signing the 5-year max extension with the Grizzlies. He wants to be there. He wants to be the centerpiece of what they're rebuilding into. And it's really not even a rebuild anymore. They more have already rebuilt. They're kind of doing it. They made a really good run this last season, and they could have went further if they wouldn't have had to face the Warriors. They could have ended up in the Western Conference Finals if they didn't have to face the Warriors. I believe they would have beat any other team, and they would have ended up in the Western Conference Finals. Next year, we're going to see what happens. Miami Heat, we got Victor Oladipo returning on a 1-year deal. This is a possible destination of Kevin Durant, if y'all are keeping up with it. Miami Heat and the Phoenix Suns are like the two number one teams that he's like going to go to or whatever. So Victor Oladipo returning on a 1-year deal. We also got Dwayne Dedmon returning on a 2-year deal. The Miami Heat, they've got a great team right now with Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Victor Oladipo. Who else they got? They got I don't remember who else, but they've got a nice team right now. And if they were to add Kevin Durant, they made it to what did they make it to they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, I believe, this year. And then just 2 years before that, they made it with the Lakers in the finals. Bro, they could really do this thing. Especially if they got Kevin Durant, they'll make it. Like, no doubt. Savage team. Milwaukee Bucks, another great team that is doing their thing right now. Bobby Portis returning on a 4-year deal. That's a good thing for Bobby Portis. Joe Ingles is agreeing to a 1-year deal, so he's moving over there. I believe he was, I don't know. Last I knew, Joe Ingles was on the Jazz. I don't know if he was. I haven't come up with the Jazz in 2 or 3 years because I just got tired of it. Wesley Matthews is returning on a 1-year deal, and Javon Carter returning on a 2-year deal. We got Minnesota Timberwolves. All right, we got Kyle Anderson agrees to a 2-year deal, as you know as well. Rudy Gobert was just traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves from the Utah Jazz, which makes a new NBA record. First team to ever have 2 star players, with both those star players having 200 plus million on their contracts, with their contract signed for and what they have left. Karl Anthony Towns, He just agreed to a 4-year extension as well. I don't know how many years Rudy Gobert has, and both of them combined is over. It's just crazy. Some of these things, it's history. It's history right in front of us, and not a lot of people notice it. But next on to the Minnesota Timberwolves, we got Brian Forbes. He's agreeing to a deal with them, and Taurean Prince returns on a 2-year deal. New Orleans Pelicans, there's not much going on. Zion Williamson, he signed that 5-year extension deal, which if he gets MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, or there's another thing else he's able to get, it's like $11 million more, $11 million more. Nothing too crazy, but at the same time, that's nice to get that extra 11 mil. New York Knicks, we all know Jalen Brunson. That was their big thing they were getting. He agrees to a 4-year deal on that trade they did, which I thought the New York Knicks again lost out on. They're not making good deals right now at all. Mitchell Robinson, he returns on a 4-year deal, so that's good for him. They need him at least. And then Isaiah Hartenstein agrees to a 2-year deal. On to my team, Thunder. Thunder up, y'all. Lugon Dort. Man, my man Dort. I'm so happy about this. He returns on a 5-year deal. I don't believe it's a max deal, but it is a 5-year deal. And Dort, I just said this to a homie the other day. Dort, we need to keep him because people were talking about they're probably going to trade him. I really did not want to see him traded. I wanted to see him stay. He's been here for about 5 years already, 4 or 5 years already. We need to do more years. Orlando Magic, they signed Gary Harris to a 2-year extension, and Mo Bamba, the freak with the big ass wingspan, he returns on a 2-year deal. Philadelphia 76ers, we got PJ Tucker. I saw that this morning. I thought it was fake. PJ Tucker agrees to a 3-year deal. I thought that was fake, and I guess it was real. This is on NBA.com. Huh. PJ Tucker on the 76ers with Harden, Joel Embiid. PJ Tucker. That could be something. That could really be something. Man, that could be something. As long as... Cause Harden was in the news last week. I don't know if it was like he was asking for a trade. I don't think he was, but ESPN was talking about him for some reason. I didn't watch it. I wasn't interested. Daniel House as well is agreeing to a 2-year deal for the 76ers. Go down to the Suns, another place, like I said, where KD might land. Devin Booker just on that 4-year extension. The only thing that sucks about this deal is what I saw earlier is if they trade KD to Suns, they're wanting DeAndre Ayton in that deal. If you get rid, if you get rid of DeAndre Ayton, I kind of see a lot of things going out the window. He's a good piece to that whole team. Y'all gotta make sure to keep him if you're trying to get KD. We also got Damian Lee. He's agreeing to a 1-year deal. Bismack Biyombo agrees to a new deal. Just a new deal. That's all it says. We'll figure that out in the next coming days. And then Josh Okogie agrees to a 1-year deal with the Suns. Portland Trailblazers, we got a few things here. On Fernay Simmons agrees to a 4-year extension. Yusuf Nurkic, which I believe is he's a top 30 player in the NBA. On a healthy day, he returns on a 4-year deal. And then Drew Eubanks returns on a 1-year deal, and Gary Payton II, glove number 2, he agrees to a 3-year deal. I don't know where he's coming from. I just don't. Yo! Next on this list, Sacramento Kings. They're not doing too much right now. They got Malik Monk. He agrees to a 2-year deal, and it's really it they got right now. The Spurs are even sadder than that, as NBA.com says they have no reported signings yet. So you also got to remember a lot of these signings and all of this right now, I believe, is just um, it's a verbal contract pretty much because I don't believe they can sign anything until July 6th, and it's just now July 4th. We're 8 minutes into July 4th, so there's 2 more days until any official signing on the dot. I believe if I'm don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure this is all pretty much just verbal contracts at the moment. It's what they've reported and it's what's going to happen, but none of the signings have happened until the 6th, I believe. So if there's anything on here that y'all are like, oh, dude, you didn't say this, and we know this happened, that's because it's all just word of mouth still, and it just probably hasn't been put on here yet. I don't know. Going off NBA.com, y'all. Toronto Raptors, they're getting Chris Boucher, returns on a 3-year deal. Otto Porter Jr. agrees to a 2-year deal. That's dope. And Thaddeus Young returns on a new deal. When the hell did Thaddeus Young get sent to the Raptors? Last I knew, he was on the Bulls, but that was a few years back. Returns on a new deal, so they probably got Thaddeus on 1 or 2. He's probably been there for 2 years. Probably going to sign like a 2 or 3. Huh? That's interesting. The Utah Jazz. They also have no reported signings yet, but we know that's about to change because they just traded. They traded Rudy Gobert, but they also traded somebody else that wasn't really like a he wasn't the Donovan Mitchell or Rudy Gobert, but he got traded too for like one. He got traded for a little something. Rudy Gobert's trading was insane. What they got, the picks and the people they got. I was like, bro, y'all gave away like 4 first-round picks for Rudy Gobert? Yeah, he's good. He's pretty fucking amazing. Is he worth first round picks and like 3 players, active players? No, I don't think so. Take away 1 or 2 first-round picks and take away a player. That's what y'all should have went in with. Y'all went all in on that trade. Y'all wanted him out the door for real. Insane because he's a great player. Yeah, him and Donovan Mitchell have had a little beef, just like Kyrie and LeBron, Kobe and Shaq, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. I can't think of another duo that had a massive falling out other than those few I just named. I'm really trying, but Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert are right up there with it. They were just great teams. All everybody I just named, and they. Oh, here we go. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and they didn't fall out till just recently. They don't like each other no more. They don't like each other no more. Got one team left. We got the Wizards, which are trash, if I may say so. And I can't believe what I'm reading. God, I didn't know this. Bradley Beal. Look, Westbrook's left that team. He wasn't doing too great. He was doing all right though. John Wall, he ain't there. It's just you, Bradley Beal, and you're getting a little old now. You need to leave. But no, what do? You agree to a 5-year max extension. I understand you want your money, and get your money. Do your thing. Hopefully they will trade you and within this 5-year extension, so you will still get your money no matter where you go. But hopefully they will trade you to a contender. You have not contended your whole career. I don't need to fact check this. I don't need to do any research. I just know how shitty the Washington Wizards have been. I started really fully paying attention to the NBA in the 2012. No. Take that back. Yes, the 2012 to the 2013 season. That's whenever I really was like, I'm in this shit. Before that, it was just like if there was a game on TV and I had nothing else to watch, I might watch it. Didn't keep up with any of it. I didn't care. 2012, 2013, I don't know. I fell in love with the game of basketball, and I've been in love ever since. It's my shit. And I know since the 2012-2013 season, the Washington Wizards, I'm not going to say they haven't made the playoffs because I think they have, but I know for 100% fact there is no way they have made it past the first round in the past 10 years. Probably longer than that. They're just not a good. Even whenever they had Bradley Beal and John Wall in their prime a few years back, they just weren't doing it. It was just them two, and they never had no pieces behind them. They had never had no help really. They had minor, mediocre help. It was sad to watch. If you was a Wizards fan, I'm glad I'm not a Wizards fan. Cause good lord, y'all are still falling apart, bro. But he agreed to a 5-year extension, so y'all got y'all's centerpiece. Y'all got y'all's guy they're gonna build a team around. Try to again. It's fucking Bradley Bill, man. You're not gonna get. I'm sorry. I know I'm just ranting right now, but like Bradley Bill is not your guy to grow on right now. He is in his 30s, I believe, if not very very late 20s. He's not the guy no more. Quit. God, that'd be like giving. Sorry, but this would be like giving. And I love Russell Westbrook. He's my favorite player still. That'd be like giving him a 5-year max extension in LA right now. It would be the stupidest thing you've ever heard of in your life, and that's what Bradley Beal's doing in Washington. He's just getting money. He obviously don't care about getting a ring, which I thought that was most players' thing. I understand you want that money, but he's been getting money. He'll get money no matter where he goes, and he's still gonna get endorsements. He's Bradley Beal, but that's ridiculous. I don't know. That's just me talking. Maybe I'm ridiculous. That's for y'all to decide. Anthony Gill, he returns on a new deal. And last on this list, DeLon Wright agrees to a 2-year deal for the Washington Wizards. So, we've got pretty much everything. There's a few things still up in the air during the NBA right now. There's still a few surprises that are going to hit us. As soon as I wake up in the morning, there's going to be some new stuff because it's going to be Monday morning, and I know right now some NBA offices at 12:16 here in Oklahoma. You know, it's 1 o'clock in other states, it's 2 o'clock in other states, it's 11 o'clock in other states. And they are making deals, they are making calls, they are doing the damn thing. They are trying to get that championship team. I'm going to go ahead and give y'all my top 4 teams if they do everything correct. I'm not going to say what it is they need to do correct because not a lot of people are going to agree with me on that. But I'm going to give you my 4 teams. My honest 100% opinion, non-biased. My top 4 teams of who will be going to 2 that will be going to the Western Conference Finals, 2 that will be going to the Eastern Conference Finals, 2022-2023 season. Okay. To be honest with y'all, yeah, if everything goes right, Jesus Christ, I'm actually going to have to throw 3 teams in on the West. I have to. Because it can go either way. And also this team, we know this other team is going to be a contender. I don't think they're going to the finals. This is who I really believe. You know what, fuck it. We're going to throw 4 teams in on the West, 4 teams in on the East. Because you never know. It's the NBA, and it can change really rapidly. So I'm going to throw 4 teams of what I think might go to the conference finals on each side. We're going to start with the East. Because the West is just too easy. Y'all know the West. I ain't got to say it. I believe y'all know it. So in the East, obviously Boston is a threat. Shit. Okay. They're also in the East. Damn, son. Okay, yeah. One, two, three, and then the four. Yeah. All right, the four up here. I gotta get a little drag real quick on the pen. Hold me to this. Whenever the playoffs come next year, I say the two out of these four teams will be Eastern Conference Finals. It will either be the Boston Celtics. It will either be the Chicago Bulls. You heard me right, the Chicago Bulls. It will either be, I'm going to get some shit for this one, the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm not fucking joking. This is serious. And then the fourth team that I picked to go for the East is the Miami Heat. Of course, this is if everything goes to what I plan it will go for. I believe those 14, two out of those four teams are going to make it into the Eastern Conference Finals. The West is a little different. The West has always been more competitive, I believe. Shit, I've already got 3, 4, 5, 6. Shit, I gotta narrow that down to 7. Oh my god. I got 7 teams, but I gotta pick 4. I'm gonna be honest too, and I hate that I have to be honest because I have to not pick a team I really want. All right, be 100% honest on this. Minnesota Timberwolves, one out of the West. That'll be one of them. God, I can't believe I'm saying some of this stuff. Phoenix Suns as well. I hate it. Golden State Warriors. All right, that's number 3. Will be one of them. And like I said, I have to be unbiased. I can't just pick my favorite team because I don't believe they're there yet. I wish they were, but they're not. I can't pick my favorite teams. Jesus Christ, who am I gonna pick? Okay. All right. My last pick for the West. I really do believe this. The Dallas Mavericks. I'm glad I've got this on camera. Because next year, whenever the playoffs come, in about 5, and in about 4, 9 months, I'm gonna review this film again. It's gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be there. I'm gonna review this shit. And I'm not gonna lie, like I said, I picked 8 teams. I say I'll have it right no matter what because I've got 4 out of each. I guarantee you 2 out of each of the 4 I picked will make it to one of those. They, dude, 1 out of the 8 I just said will be the championship. Will be the champions 2023 right now. One of those 8 teams I said, I'm going to run you through them again. Boston Celtics, Chicago Bulls, Cleveland Cavaliers, Dallas Mavericks, Golden State Warriors, Miami Heat, Minnesota Timberwolves, Phoenix Suns. One of those teams will be the winner in the 2022-2023 NBA season. They will be holding that Lombardi Trophy high and proud. I wish it was OKC. I wish it was Lakers. Hell, I wish it was Houston. I really wish it was Dallas too, though. Like that's kind of my favorite one out of all the eight of those. I would really hope them to. I think they're gonna make it to the finals, but I don't. If they made it to the finals, I Celtics would probably beat them, and the Cavaliers and the Bulls. Everything besides, man, the Heat would probably fucking smash them. I don't know. I could sit here and do if or what's all night, but that's pretty much it, y'all. We've been on live for a minute. Well, we had 40 minutes, probably 41 minutes. I'm pretty much done talking. I'm gonna get back to doing a little bit of jamming, doing a little drinking. Listen to that Mo 3. Shout out to Mo 3, RIP. That number 7. Somebody he signed. I want the smoke. Anyways, we gonna get off here. I can't play music too long because they gonna copyright my shit. I got something copyrighted earlier. I played a song maybe like 15 seconds and they copyrighted it so quick. But I kept it up. It's a good video. Go check out that video. It's the video I uploaded right before this live. It's so funny. It's called Clerks 2 Imitation. I really think it's hilarious. Some people might not think it's as funny, but I think it's hilarious. It's one of the funniest things I think I've ever uploaded. Just spontaneous, thought of it on the spot today while I was at work. I told people at work I was going to do it, and they're like, you ain't going to do that. There's no way you'll do that. Shit. It's on the way. It's on the TikTok. I think it's on the TikTok. I know it's on my YouTube channel. Kevin Makes Videos. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Comment what y'all want to see next time. If y'all want more live conversations, we can do this. We can move it over to the Instagram. If I get 1,000 followers on the TikTok, we can do it on the TikTok, but I ain't there yet. I'm almost 200. But we can always keep it right here. I got hiccups. Oh, sorry. We can keep it right here on the YouTube. If that's what y'all like more, just y'all gotta let me know in the comments. Comment what y'all want to see. If you're in the Norman, OKC, Oklahoma area, you're a YouTuber, TikToker, Instagrammer, Snapchatter, Facebooker, Twitter. Yeah, that's it. And y'all want to collab, just hit me up on one of the socials. It's all under Caleb Makes Videos. And if there's 2 profiles for it, it should only be on Facebook where there'll be 2 profiles. The one with the most recent upload will be the one that, obviously, because the other one's kind of abandoned. I ain't uploaded on it for a few months. I quit uploading to it because I didn't want people to go to that one. Whenever the other one is the actual active one, I had to reset it. I had to make a whole new profile. I ain't gonna get into that. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, y'all. And until next time, have a good one. How do I stop the live?